I am back. Actually, I didn't want to be back, but somebody, actually three people, texted me. They're like, "Wait, where's the video for this week?" Like, I didn't know I was doing this every week, but I'm just gonna do it this time. Maybe next week, maybe not next week, but all right, here we go. I did not prepare. Like last time, I didn't even prepare to this, but after talking, I can't. I thought to myself, man, I missed saying a few things. Like I was telling everybody about being grateful and all that. Uh, say thanks more, complain less. There's more to be grateful about. But I did not mention one of the reasons we're not grateful. So I'm not even gonna look in the Bible. We're just gonna talk. I don't feel too good today. You can tell why. We got cheated. No defense played. My grandmama plays better defense, and she can't even spell football. But that's that's a different day for different. That's a different topic for a different day. Woo-woo. Okay. Have you ever heard of the word inattentional blindness? Inattentional blindness. Researchers say it is the blindness where you don't see something that is right in your face. And it's not because you're really blind, it's because you're focused on other things that you don't see something right before you. This Bible is right in my face, but I don't see it. What do I see? I see the stupid call by the ref at the end of the Super Bowl game, because that's what I'm focused on. Um, when Christ healed the 10 lepers, I'm pretty sure the nine were focused on going back to their families, to their girlfriends, to their loved ones, going back to the society. What was on their mind was not going back to say thank you, not to appreciate what was right in front of them, the miracle right in front of them, but something different. And I think we tend to do that. A Washington columnist named Gene Weingarten came up with an experiment that was titled Pearls Before Breakfast in the Washington column. This article was staged on hidden cameras. It was an experiment that was filming a world-renowned artist, Joshua Bell, one of the most famous violinists in our time. He played some of the best music. The six concertos by Joshua Bell. I think 6 days before he had performed in Boston in a sold-out crowd, and the night before the experiment, he again performed at another sold-out crowd, standing room only. The cheap tickets in the back, where most of us sit, were going for $200. He played on one of the best instruments ever made. It was a 300 years Stradivarius, valued at $3.5 million. He played the six concertos for violin by Sebastian Bach on this super expensive, super old violin to a sold out crowd. And the next morning, it was a Friday in Washington, D.C. So most people work for the government, they were going to work. They wanted to see if people would stop and appreciate and recognize these amazing musicians right before them. It writes, I think 1,097 people walked by, and $32.17 was put in his bag or his hat. Joshua Bell, he performed on a sold out concert, but this guy's in a baseball hat in Washington D.C. 1,070, not sure, people walked by, and $32 was raised. People miss the opportunity to see, to listen, to enjoy this amazing Grammy award winning artist. Not a lot of people, if you don't appreciate the old music, especially in America, you probably never even heard of Joshua Bell. Let's say Rihanna was on this street, and people walked by and they missed out. Can you imagine how many times a day we walk past sublime opportunities and we just miss them? Can you imagine how many opportunities, how many sublime moments, how many miracles we walk by every day and we miss them? If not even 40 people can stop to enjoy this miracle right in front of them. I say miracle because people pay millions of dollars to go see this person, but they just walk by. How many miracles, how many amazing things that God has put in our ways do we just walk by and not even see them, and not even recognize, and not even appreciate them? How many? Because our focus is on something else. Our focus is on our problems. Do you know we focus more on the problems than the things we need to celebrate? If you pay more attention to your problems, guess what you're going to get more of? Problems. I think I say something right. Because, you know, it takes you shifting your focus to really appreciate the things that God is doing in your life. I don't feel good today. As you can see, I was dressed up for the Eagles to win. I knew they were going to win. I knew they played better defense, only to show up, and they forgot their defense at the halftime show after Rihanna performs. They were stuck out there with Rihanna or something. But even as you sit there, Eagles fan, even as you think this is the worst day on earth, there's millions of activity going on in your body. Food is being digested. I miss my biology classes, but there is tissues being repaired. There's blood being circulated. There is metabolism going on. There's growing that is happening. Your brain is performing a million tasks that a supercomputer cannot even do in 1 minute. And guess what? You didn't even think about it. These things are happening as you sit there and cry about Eagles losing. This is a miracle happening in your body right now. And you didn't even think about it. Why? Because you're focusing on something else. We miss out on the opportunity to enjoy, to celebrate, to appreciate, to be thankful if we shift our focus on others, some mostly trivial things. I was talking to a person, I don't remember. He had stopped talking to, I think, his grandparents or something like that because of something very small. Very small. And I stopped to think back. You know, when was the last time you just appreciated having these older people around? I lost all my grandparents. I remember the days they used to tell me stories of way back when. Because, you know, old people talk about the past, young people talk about the future because that's what we got more of. But now that they're gone, I miss those moments. And I only think, man, I wish I just sat down and appreciate the moment of just having them around. But I was focused on little trivia things. When we focus on the problems, the bad things, and not the good things, we're going to complain all the time. I'll give you a classic example for those in relationships, for those married, engaged, boyfriend, girlfriend almost breaking up. You would do 100 good things, okay? And you will mess up one time. Guess what they're gonna talk about the most? Your mistake. Your mistake. That one mistake. It's like, they spend a whole day. It's like a joke, but somebody will spend a whole day complaining about you not putting the toilet seat down. They'll spend the whole day complaining about you forgetting their birthday, the anniversary. And you was like, if you're gonna complain the whole day about one thing I did wrong, why are you not thankful for a whole year for all the things I did right? But that's how human minds work. We hold on to the negative a lot more, and we wonder why does negative things keep happening? Because that's what we treasure the most. Ask yourself, do you pray more for people or do you gossip about them more? Do you talk more to people or do you talk about them the most? Do you say thank you more or do you complain more? Are your words uplifting more or are they tearing people down more? So, I didn't prepare. I'm just winging this, okay? Bear with me. But if we shift the focus in attentional blindness to what we're trying to do, where we're going to next, what I'm going to wear, what I need to eat, we tend to miss out on some miracles that are happening in our lives. When was the last time you just looked at the stars, at the sun, at the beauty that God has created around us and just appreciated that? Because we go through life thinking, oh, these things just happen. I get up, get in my car, drive to work, and come back home. And that's a routine. But you do not know there's protection as you get in your car to drive home. You do not know that it's not a given. You wake up, you go home, and you come back to your family. Some people don't make it back. You think it's a routine, you know, this is what I do. But no, every morning, God tells the air you breathe, clean air, go into their lungs. He tells the sun, do what you did yesterday. He tells the moon and the stars in the sky, do again what you did last night. And this is like a theatrical encore. This is all God's doing. It's not just things that just happen. And when we get our focus off of the big picture of what God is doing to our little trivial problems, we're not going to appreciate Him. What's going to be important is this little thing, inattentional blindness. We'll not see the important things, but we'll focus on these little, I call them little issues because there's greater that He has done for us, that He's doing every day. That as you sit there right now, He is doing great things in your life. As you go to sleep, when you're unconscious, He is protecting you. The Bible says paraphrasing, if the protectors protect the city, without God they're protecting vine. Really, God is protecting the city. Can't buy the air you breathe at Walmart or E-Mart or something mart. God gives it to you. So today, I guess all I want to say is we need to shift our focus back to what really matters, to what really is important. And then maybe we will learn to be grateful. Maybe you will learn to be grateful for the people that you have in your lives. If you understand, it's an important thing to look at somebody I love and tell them, I love you, instead of taking flowers to the graveyard. If you will understand, it's important, whatever they did wrong, whatever they didn't do wrong, but you could get another day for them to fix it. Because to some people it's too late. They want to say sorry, but it's too late. They wish that person was there even to hurt them, but it's too late. So, deep down you appreciate your wife. Deep down you appreciate your husband. Deep down you appreciate your parents. Deep down you appreciate the people around you. But in this moment, your focus is on something else that you cannot appreciate them. I pray that you refocus. That inattentional blindness can be lifted off your eyes and you see them for who they really are, because everybody is a gift. It hits hard when you're in a place where there's nobody. It hits hard when you want to see them and you can't see them anymore. It hits hard when the health you're taking for granted is taken from you and you in the hospital laying down wishing you can move again. It hits different when the things you took for granted, when you thought, oh, I just get home, when you getting in a car accident, then you will appreciate all the days that you was driving safe. Oof. I was gonna get excited, but the Eagles lost, so I'm not even gonna go there. But shift your focus. Write down. Important thing. We tend to focus on negative things a lot more than positive things. There will be 10 positives, but we'll cling on to the one negative. The most positive thing Christ did for those people was heal them. And only one person came back to say this was right. So, there's a lot of things that are happening in your life today. But when you focus on the wrong things, you can make a heaven seem like hell. And when you focus on the right things, you can make hell seem like a heaven. The battle is between your ears. Today, choose to focus on the miracle in front of you, on the amazing things that God is doing right before you. Do not miss it. Do not just walk by. Do not just go on with your life like nothing happened. Do not miss the opportunity that this person singing this beautiful music is the same person I'll pay thousands of dollars to go watch. They're right there before you. Appreciate people while they're still here, before it's too late. Okay, I think I'm done. What do you think?